Okay, welcome back to World of Light, but first, I actually want to go into Manage Spirits and do something. Because I forgot to enhance... Oh, I have bait... Oh, right, yeah, okay, so... I did not do any more of World of Light off screen, don't worry. After I finished the last session of World of Light, I actually went to Classic Mode and did Classic Mode as Mario, just to see what it was like, and I actually got a couple of spirits out of that. So, if you see any spirits here that I didn't have before, that's why. So yeah, I didn't fight base in World of Light at all, I just got base out of Classic Mode. But anyway, what I was gonna do is, where is yeah, okay, there's Revolver Ocelot. Yeah, I've leveled him up a little bit, so... I'm gonna go ahead and max him out, and see what he turns into. Was I right? Revolver Ocelot Metal Gear Solid 5. Isn't that a prequel, though? No, wait, no, that's after Metal Gear Solid 3, so it was Metal Gear Solid 3 Revolver Ocelot. Okay, yeah, so him turning into Metal Gear Solid 5 Revolver Ocelot makes sense. Shooting attack up is also pretty good. Actually, wait a minute. It says shooting attack up with the Metal Gear symbol next to it, so I guess that means shooting attack up, but for Snake only. I'm actually not sure what happens if there's something that's in the same border color as the rest of it, or if it's in a black border. Yeah, I still haven't fully grasped this system, but you are lower level than the boss and have less support slots, so I might actually not be using you. But speaking of not using, yeah, I completely forgot to use Jigglypuff in the last part. Yeah, Jigglypuff's definitely not one of my favorite Smash characters, but I might as well give Jigglypuff some attention. And let me see, I know that you had one of the hats from X and Y as an alternate, so Flower, Leaf's hat, Straw hat, I think that references yellow in the manga. Oh, that's the Sleepy Cap. Bow, Nurse Joy hat, and, yep, Serena's hat from X and Y. Let's go with Nurse Joy hat. As I said before, I like how they made the Pokemon characters' costumes reference their games more closely. But anyway, this time, like I promised, we're going to take on the racetrack. Oh, there's a thing down as well. So many places to explore. I kind of wanted to do the river next, but I guess we'll see. So first up, Biorex. Wolf. Okay. A dinosaur who's using a mammal as their fighter. That seems a bit weird, but anyway. The enemy becomes more powerful after eating certain items will appear in large numbers, which is probably food. But anyway, now you are quite low power, so if I use a low-ish power spirit of my own... Also, this song's amazing. I love this song. How about Metal Sonic? Yeah, that's fine. I think a lot of people, not a lot of people like this song because it doesn't sound too similar to the original Firefield song. And for a second I thought I was Jigglypuff, so I was expecting that For a second I thought it was Kirby there, and I thought that I'd be able to, suck up people. But anyway. But I really love the Firefield theme. You just left yourself completely vulnerable. Aha! Now I have stats up after eating. Okay, apparently that KO'd you. But yeah, anyway, I was actually going to use that song as a boss theme in like an RPG Maker game that I was working on. Just so I thought that it would work really well as a boss theme. But anyway, we have in this chest Skill Spheres. Should probably check that soon. Let's see what happens if we use Pico's machine here. I think it was like the something goose. Oh, okay, so... Oh, we must need that to even enter the racetrack at all. I guess kind of like the space area. So first, let's take care of the spirit on the outskirts of the racetrack, and that would be Octoling. That kind of makes sense as a spirit for you. Yeah, that thing about getting bigger rewards for using weaker spirits, I don't think it means a type disadvantage, it actually means just lower spirit power. Octo Weapon. Oh, right, that is a song on the Splatoon stages. I remember that one. Now I am even pinker Jigglypuff. I am dark pink Jigglypuff. Fall before the might of dark pink Jigglypuff. I like the sounds Inklings make when they get launched. Okay, I've not used the Gust Bellows before in one of these, but I used to love the Gust Bellows in random battles in Smash 4 because it could do this. Get off the stage. My sister used to jokingly call that weapon broken whenever I used it on her because it was pretty funny back in that game. I want to see Ditto more. Ditto seems really interesting in this game. But yeah, we actually do need the race car in order to explore this area, so we actually had to go up. Nitro Flame, yeah, another Street Pass Me Plaza series. Not really sure why you have a either a fox or a wolf and a Sonic helping you, though. Oh, that's a Wii Sports song. I was wondering if it was a Mario Kart song for a second, then I was like, oh, it's Big Blue. Okay, this is actually my first time playing the stage in this game, but I did play it quite a bit back in Melee. Uncontrollable speed, huh? Well, I do have an increased speed spirit equipped. Where are you, Ness? Hi there. Where am I? And I'm currently on Black Shadow's machine. I'm pretty sure that's Black Shadow's machine. Impact Run does seem pretty useful, especially for Sonic. But yeah, I was looking at the character's move list, and it says Jigglypuff's power launches enemies directly upward. Muck Rider and Gyro Wing. Yeah, let's go for Muck Rider, who a lot of people thought actually would be in this game as an actual playable character. I have seen recently there was like a top 50, I think it was on the Smash Reddit, and I think this was before, or either before or I think it was after K-Rool got officially announced, but it was like a top 50 most popular choice. It was before Joker, because Joker was actually on the list, but at about number 48 or something. It was like a top 50 most requested Smash characters for DLC, and one of them was, I think number 1 was Banjo and Kazooie. I actually pretty much agree with the list, actually, which is kind of rare, I guess, but yeah, I agree with everything on there. Crash Bandicoot was pretty high up there. Spyro was on there, but not as high as Crash. Crash Bandicoot is still my dream pick. I don't think he'll get in, but it would be amazing if he did. I don't think Spyro will, because Spyro did terribly in Japan, whereas Crash was apparently pretty successful over there. I'm kind of getting destroyed. No, I'm not anymore! But yeah, there was also, who else was on that list? Banjo and Kazooie, I know, were number 1. I guess if I run out of things to talk about in another video, I can actually get the page up for that and talk about that list. Excitebike. Oh, of course it's Wario, because you use bikes. Oh, and the Excitebike Mario Kart 8 music is in this. Got to be really careful, and I got to remember that's not an up B. Okay, this is something that I love doing to Wario, hitting him with his own bike. Something that I also like doing when I'm playing as Wario is eating my own bike, which he can do. Do you feel like this stage is a little bit redundant with the other Mario Kart stage in this game, but it's not quite as redundant as all the Yoshi stages that are all pretty much the same in my opinion? Look at all these Warios running around with their bikes everywhere. I mean, it's kind of fitting for Excitebike, I guess, although I've never actually played that. I think it was part of the e-reader game series, you know, the ones that required you to punch in. Yeah, it's Puff Up. Oh wait, someone survived that, nice. However, they will not survive it for much longer. Please tell me that I can actually KO him with this wheel. Oh, that was just a little bit of bike that wasn't able to do any real damage. But anyway, move speed up, but only left and right. But yeah, there were those e-reader games that you needed to scan about 10 different cards to actually download the game, and the game could only hold one game at a time. I had, I think it was Donkey Kong Jr. via those e-cards. I think I'll switch off of Jigglypuff soon. But yeah, I had Donkey Kong Jr. via those e-cards, but that was the only one of those I had. Yes, I actually did own an e-reader, but mostly for the Pokemon ones, because back with, when Ruby and Sapphire came out, they had a whole bunch of Pokemon e-cards that unlocked some additional trainer battles. I probably already mentioned this in one of my Pokemon playthroughs, but some of those battles, the trainers actually use Kanto Pokemon. I remember one of them had a Blastoise, and back in the early days of Ruby and Sapphire, remember, that was the only way you could see Kanto Pokemon. Because you could not obtain the Kanto Pokemon until, well, the Kanto Pokemon that weren't in the Hoenn Dex until Fire Red and Leaf Green. And at the time, a lot of people thought they'd actually remove those Pokemon from the series forever. Like, there was no way you could get Pokemon like Electabuzz, the Kanto starters, unless, and even Ditto without hacking back then. Jack Levin, okay, that's 3 stars. Apparently you're from F-Zero, but I don't really remember you. I do remember you, though. I only played GX, but yeah. F-Zero GX is a game that I really, I promise I'd switch off of Jigglypuff. And this, I believe, is the, yes, the original Red Canyon theme. I haven't used Sheik for a little bit, which got remixed in a pretty amazing way in GX. But yeah, going back to GX, I have Zap Floor immunity, don't I? I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, that's a blue, so let's use a low-level green, I guess. How about Trombone? And that's good that I use that, because Zap Floor immunity takes up 2 slots. But F-Zero GX is one of the few games that I played on the GameCube when I was younger, via rentals. It's so annoying that you can't really rent games anymore. But yeah, back, whoa, I just went really high for some reason. And I think I picked up his own Metal Blade. But yeah, F-Zero GX is one of those few games, like the majority of those GameCube games I used to play, like Star Fox Adventures, I found a second-hand copy, Wind Waker I managed to buy. Of course, I actually never rented Path of Radiance, I bought that back when it was still new and still relatively obscure. But one of the few games I played on the GameCube that I do not own today is F-Zero GX, and I really want to find that, because that was a pretty fun game, although its story mode was crazily hard, as most people know. I did actually complete a couple of the story mode missions on very hard, which is what you do to unlock the secret characters. Okay, 8,000. Yeah, I'm using one of my better spirits for this fight. And this song is Dream Chaser, I believe. You don't want trade-off defense. Actually, let me just check this again. The enemy will suddenly have a final smash. Reinforcements will appear during battle. Okay, I think Ken's final smash is like the super fire hurricane kick. I always thought this song was pretty good in Brawl, but I never actually played this. Wait a minute, you get backup from a bunch of Wii Fit trainers, it seems. Are those supposed to be your fangirls or something? Oh yeah, I'm gonna die horribly if I let you get too close to me. Die! Nope, I got hit by it. But that didn't really do very much damage to me. Die, fangirls! Sorry. And it didn't say defeat the main fighter to win, so I actually had... I forgot that Sheik's down air attack did that! I know Sonic's does, I know Toon Link's does, but I forgot that Sheik did that. Some of those attacks can get pretty awkward if you forget that they, you know, kill you if you use them when you're off an edge. But they can be extremely fun to use. Come on. Come on, go for it, I dare you. Come on, use it. Use your final smash. Oh, you turned around. Oh, because you always face your opponent, don't you? So I couldn't have dodged that way. That's probably why. And now they're spamming sun salutations on me. Also, something that ow, I'm probably dead. But something that I noticed is that Sheik doesn't have the whip side special anymore. She instead has a ninja bomb. Not sure why they removed the whip, actually, but maybe it's like they thought, oh, Zero Suit Summers already has a whip. Mine. Up. Landed right on me, but thankfully there's like a cooldown period. Alright, I haven't actually seen Sheik's Final Smash before. I think I only hit one of them. Nope, I got a couple of them. And I got the Ken, actually. I got the Ken. Yeah, you were going to grab me, of course you were, because that was pretty stupid. But remember, do not do that when you're off the edge. Alright, I thought that was like a sideways dodge. That's Sheik's down special, not side special. Yeah, Sheik's not a character I'm particularly good with. As far as fast characters go, I probably prefer Sonic. Sonic was probably my best character, like when I was actually battling real human opponents. And there we go. That wasn't too bad. I still don't really know who Jack Levin is. I don't think he was in GX. I know Super Arrow and Mrs. Arrow, but that name is not familiar to me. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we all know who this is going to be. Yep, it's Captain Falcon. And he gets this song. I don't know if this song was in any of the earlier Smash games, but I find it pretty amusing. I guess in some ways Sheik is kind of similar to Captain Falcon, so let's fight you with Sheik. Hi, Captain Falcon. Yeah, you are really, really fast. He used to be the fastest character in the game, but then Sonic happened. I don't think he was the fastest even in Melee or, Apparently he got nerfed quite a lot in Brawl. And yeah, that's the ninja dodge. It's her down attack. Because it's annoying because there's a type of Mii fighter who has like a sideways dodge as a side special. That's what confused me. Nope. Oh, gonna try and throw it at him. Okay, there's your Raptor boost. And there's you being launched off the screen. And now we have the man of many memes, the character who's probably more famous in Smash Brothers than in his home series. I mean, admittedly that used to be true with Marth, but now I'm guessing more people know where Marth's actually from. But yeah, I kind of wish there was, well, I mean, obligatory mention of the fact there hasn't been a new F-Zero game in ages. I wouldn't mind a new F-Zero game, but the way that like Mario Kart 8 went, Mario Kart's essentially now become a Nintendo crossover kart, so maybe there's less need for individual Nintendo racing games now. Oh, hi! I already have you, so this will be my first instance of fighting a spirit I already have. I got you at the start of the game. The enemy's explosion and fire attacks have increased power, the enemy favors side specials. There should have been the enemy is really, really slow and incredibly inaccurate, but if they hit you, you just die because their magic growth is ridiculously overkill. Well, I guess now that I've actually started this fight, I should probably finish it, so let's go to Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon!
Again, a character who's probably a lot more famous among Smash. I want to check something. I want to see if he still has the Blood Falcon insignia if you use this costume. Because I know that he did in some of the earlier Smash games. Oh, and it's the Roy's first map. The Roy's first map theme. Yeah, that song. You know, let's go with Jagan for this, even though it's probably not optimal. But yeah. So it's funny, I make no secret of the fact that Fire Emblem 6 is my least favorite Fire Emblem game. Why are you Palutena? You probably should have been a female Robin who likes side specials and was in the red outfit. Whoa, that was powerful. Did not expect my standard up attack to be that strong. Also, there's the knee, but I failed hitting the sweet spot there. Also, hi, Roy. Hello, Roy. I just destroyed your girlfriend. Roy and Lilina is pretty much one of the few pairings in the Fire Emblem series that nobody has any problem with being canon, because I very rarely see any Roy ships that aren't Roy and Lilina. Although it doesn't really help that most of his other pairings are really bizarre, like Cecilia, and Roy and Sue is okay, but... And Roy and, was it Sophia is okay as well, but since so few people actually use her, you don't really see that often. But I mean, I still don't like Roy very much. Which is why I'm gonna Falcon Punch him. It's probably not gonna work, but... Well, he blocked... Oh, okay, we did get a good look at the Bloodhawk insignia there. He still has it. And yeah, Bloodhawk is the name of the machine, Blood Falcon is the name of Captain Falcon's evil clone. Literally made from Captain Falcon's blood, I think, because there was an accident and he had to have a blood transfusion, like, after one of his races. I think that was the lore behind it. But Blood Falcon has an incredibly stupid voice in the cutscenes of story mode. You and Blue Falcon can die together. That's my closest interpretation of it. Okay, so this area... Okay, that looks like the Great Plateau Tower. I wonder who that fighter could be. Though, knowing me, I'm probably wrong. Let's see. This area doesn't actually seem too big. So, I should probably try and clear out this area now. We have Snake Man. Of course, you're Snake. They couldn't resist making that joke. Also, I love the Snake Man remix in this game. I probably already said that before, but now I actually have proper context for saying it. And let's use... I always like this color scheme for Captain Falcon for some reason, but then again, I do consider... I mean, okay, so now, now that I'm an adult, I consider the entire concept of favorite colors to be pretty stupid, but, I consider green probably one of my favorite colors now. It used to be red, and then it used to be... I think like black or something, and then... I guess I can use you. I'm kind of saving talking about this until we do another co-commentary, but my sister has changed her favorite color so many times. Two snakes. It's the twin snakes, except not really. And I've got to remember, this is a stamina battle. Wait a minute, the enemy is easily distracted by items and they're all mice? I guess that kind of makes sense for snakes. I can probably win this fight just using bomb shoes if I wanted. Or they could just keep hitting me. Or I could Falcon Punch one of them. Nope, nope, bad. Okay, good thing I still have my recovery attack after that. Hello there. Aha. No, you're using that attack, which is an attack that I like to... I saw that mine right there. And got them both in this. It's pretty much identical to what how it was in Brawl, except now it makes the F-Zero race start sound effect. Did I just defeat you by falling over? I think I just did. Also, I had barely any stamina left there, so yeah. That was probably not a good idea to use such a low-level spirit, but at least I still won. I was going to say something about what I think about the Snake Man theme, but I actually feel like the violin in it kind of fits the Battle Network version of Snake Man, who's owned by a, well, a character who many people like to refer to as Miss Cougar, because that's basically true. She's a pretty disturbing character, actually, and I'm surprised they got away with her in a kid's game. But anyway, it's this guy, a character that many people used to call Checkpoint, but then he got an official name in the sequel. Although Checkpoint is still a pretty good name. Oh, and of course, your white Donkey Kong, because that looks like Super Kong, who the an ability that the checkpoints offered you if you died too many times. At that point, Nintendo was in that phase of, if you suck at the game, we'll make it easier for you, but we'll also screw you out of a pretty effect on your file. I still really got annoyed by the fact that, like, you could reset after dying a lot of that barrel saved me there. You could reset after dying a lot of times to avoid that happening. I'm confused as to what your AI is doing. But anyway, you could reset after dying a lot of time. You just barely did not walk into that. Falcon slap. But there were some games where even having the super guide appear, even if you don't use it, as long as you have it appear once, you're permanently screwed out of getting shiny stars on your save file. Which is kind of annoying, honestly. Especially in... That hit you right in the face. Especially in, you know, the later levels of Super Mario 3D World, where you will die a lot. I still have not beaten, is it called Champions Road, or I forget what that level's called, but the final level in Super Mario 3D World. More spirit points. Raphael the Raven. Still quite a few spirits over there. I actually do know you, because I've played, oh, and of course we're on the spherical planet. I remember, like, I think back in the day, the Raphael the Raven boss fight was was a massive technical marvel. Nowadays, it doesn't really seem that impressive, but, oh, I think that actually killed you before the Falcon Punch went off. Falling immunity. Okay, that's kind of useful. But yes, I have actually played that game, but I will probably not be recording that game on my channel anytime soon, because it's one of the few games that I actually kind of rage quitted out of getting 100% in, because getting 100% in Yoshi's Island is just painful. This, I believe, leads back to the city? Oh. Congratulations, Lord of Salt, you've completely failed at stopping me. I guess any bomb spirit can open those. Buzz. Okay, yeah, I was saving this for when I get into the city. But I've heard the Buzz spirit is hilarious. Time battle, tiny Mr. Game & Watch, and I believe a single hit defeats him. Because I think that's how this fight worked in Earthbound.
Ready, go!
I was kind of trying to go for overkill, but yep, gone. I don't really get this reference because... Also, initial damage 30% with no upside. Yeah, that's very obviously a joke spirit. But yeah, I don't really get that reference because... Oh, that's Mega Man ZX. Like I've said, I've never played Earthbound. Miltank. The enemy's neutral special... Oh. Well, that's actually appropriate, because that neutral special is rollouts. And we all know how horrifying Whitney's Miltank was with roll... You know, why not? Why not? Let's go for it! Let's defeat Whitney's Miltank with an intentional joke character. People are wondering how I plan on handling Whitney's Miltank if I do, I probably should get rid of the Super Scope, because it's not really doing me much good. I'm actually wondering about this. Is the Super Scope, okay, is the name Nintendo Scope, is that a European thing, or did it change in all regions? Of course, by the time this video goes up, someone's probably already answered that. Insta-drop. That is interesting, actually. That has a lot of potential, being able to instantly drop straight down. I think it actually came out in Australia earlier than 1999. Oh, I knew Anna would run one of the shops. There was no way Anna was not running one of the shops in this mode. So yeah, I knew she'd run one of the shops. Fiora and Don. Let's go with this. And it's a Lucina. All fighters' melee weapons have increased power after a while. Items will be pulled towards the enemy, that's good. It should be, there's a secret area of the stage that you can't get to normally unless you're holding a particular item. And it sells things at high... I'm still using Buzz. Wow, okay then. Handicapped and a fight time. Not doing a good job either. I take that back. But I'm definitely switching off of Buzz now. So, yeah, completely called Anna being a shopkeeper in this mode. So let's see what she's selling. Thankfully, we don't need a member card to enter this shop. But we don't have a silver card, so prices won't be reduced. I have no idea who that is, but it's definitely not Fire Emblem Reinhardt. Of course I know who that is. You can expect a lot from its spirit. One of my sisters actually knows her. And, oh, Jonathan Morris, that's cool. I kind of want to... I'm not sure which spirits are exclusive to the shops and which aren't. I want to hold off on buying spirits in case I end up finding them in this mode later, but I might as well buy some skill spheres. Also, they were playing Conquest of Blades there. Not the usual shop theme, but at least it was a song that's actually in this game. Blonde Lucina, you have reduced defense after a little while. Because, oh, and of course you have a Shulk helping you. That's a lot, and I'm not using Buzz. So, I'm just going to try something. Trade-off speed is going to I'm at a disadvantage. Okay, so this is a ridiculous disadvantage on me. I'm going to start with, I think, about 60% damage, and I just want to do... Oh, I'm not starting with any... Oh, now I am. Yep, it just takes a while to take effect. Hi there, Shulk. I'm fighting you and your girlfriend. And it's this song again, which I still don't like this song very much at all. I just got a critical health recovery and didn't... Yeah, I'm gone. No, I'm not. Okay. Reminds me of that thing from Road to El Dorado. I'm okay! Whack. I'm still okay! Come on, can I get someone? I don't think this is gonna KO. Oh, no, I ran right. Nope, I survived! But I didn't dare.
Yay, Shulk! Go you!
Yeah, no Buzz for this, sorry. It would have been funny if I won with Buzz, though. That would have been really funny. Okay. I could cheese this with you. Let's use Ray Mark 3. Let's not use my super overpowered, Fist attack up is pretty useful for Captain Falcon. Does that affect the Falcon Punch, or is that considered a fire attack? Or is it considered both a fire and a fist attack? Hi, Shulk. Kind of weird that it's a Lucina, but yeah, because Fiora's a dagger user, not a sword user. Okay, yeah, now I'm seeing why Captain Falcon is so fun. Well, now you're like a Captain Falcon light. Actually, you're even faster than me, it seems. But what I was gonna say about like you reduce defense after a while is it means after a while your armor becomes a bikini. So in joke regarding my own first Xenoblade Chronicles playthrough, basically because a bikini was one of Fiora's best armors at the time. It really was. It's one of her best armors earlier in the game. I bought this armor for Fiora. And let's just say that a certain cutscene happened, and Fiora being in a bikini for that cutscene really killed the mood. And the game loves flashing back on that cutscene, and cutscene flashback in Xenoblade Chronicles, they remember what equipment you gave the characters at the time. So the game would be constantly flashing back to Fiora going through that scene, not going to give away spoilers, but that scene, while in a bikini, and it was pretty hilarious. I'm actually kind of glad that everyone always wears the same outfits in Xenoblade Chronicles. Well, I mean, I think there are DLC costumes. Okay, Shulk's gone, but I have ridiculously high damage and will probably get KO'd really soon. No, I had a lot of landing lag there. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, I'm glad that armor does not change your appearance in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because it was so easy to ruin the mood in cutscenes in the first game by putting people in really stupid outfits. I'm wondering if they buffed Shulk's launching power at all in this one, because I remember back in Because I kind of tried to main Shulk in Smash 4, but I was never particularly good with him. But I've heard that he was not considered a particularly high-tier character anyway, and I think it's like, he does have a pretty serious lack of launching power. Even in Smash mode, he doesn't really have a lot of launching power. Like, his side smash in particular, it has a really big hitbox, but it doesn't have a lot of power on it. Jealous of my speed, are you? Okay, Shulk's down. Come here, Fiora. Come here, Fiora. You want to get run over by... No, you don't. Well, yep, you're going to get run over by a Blue Falcon now. And there we go. I'm not going to say anything about that ability, but I had to resist saying stuff about that ability. Although this game doesn't really actually, let me just check something. I think I may have heard something floating around the internet, and if it's true, then yeah, let me just try this. So, let's see Fiora's spirit for a second. Where is she? I think she's a green. Oh, I'm an idiot. Fiora's a support spirit, so of course she can't be enhanced. Okay, next up is Don. Luigi. Well, I guess you're a taller, thinner brother of someone, so that kind of makes sense for you to be Luigi. Haven't really seen that outfit for Luigi, too. Periodic Earthquake. Oh, I probably should have used... Uh-oh. No. Is that permanent? That's lasting much longer than it should. Okay, there we go. It's gone. Oh no, we have turned into Brawl. I never really noticed tripping that much in Brawl, personally. But then again, I haven't played Brawl in a long time. To a lot of people, Brawl was their least favorite Smash game, but it was probably my favorite, but... The main reason being is that Brawl was the first Smash game to truly reflect, I guess, my gaming generation. I never had a Nintendo 64, and because Melee was I really liked Melee, mainly for its single-player modes rather than its multiplayer. I know that a lot of people consider Melee to be, to quote TV tropes, one of the best fighting games ever made, but yeah. But what I was saying was, because Melee was a very early, let me see if I can get you with this. Oh, you dodged out of it. Because Melee was a very early GameCube game, it mainly took influences, well, the games that it referenced were mostly the N64 era, which were all games that I never played, because yeah, I never owned a Nintendo 64 in my life. So, then Brawl came, and Brawl was more the GameCube and early Wii era, which were games that I actually did grow up with. So, Brawl, and plus Brawl had Ike, and in general, Brawl just had a lot more characters who I was familiar with. In Melee, really the only character who I would actually consider myself a fan of in their home series was Mewtwo. Mewtwo was like the one character that I ever considered maining in Melee, but Brawl added a lot more. Okay, I think I know who this is. It's probably either Link or Zelda. Yep, it's Link. Okay. I'm surprised that Link is, well actually, I guess he's not that late into this mode if you're, taking this route first. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and switch up our party, because let's fight Link with... The only other Zelda character I have is Sheik. Does Sheik have any alternate costumes that make her look like Zelda? Not really, although that one's vaguely Tetra-ish. I think there was unused data in Brawl that hinted at a possible Toon Zelda who might have been able to transform into Tetra. Spoilers, but that's not really that much of a spoiler. I'm going to try Made of Metal, but it probably won't help me that much. Actually, Metal Sheik is going to be pretty hard to control, especially if I go off the edge and press down A.
Ready?
So now it is time to... Actually, I'll save that until after the fight. Perfect shielded me, but it will not save you. Have some needles. Have a ninja bomb that explode your own bomb. I'm so fast. Forgot how fast Sheik was, but I guess that makes sense. That edge is mine! You will not take that edge from me. And we have this song now. And you're getting destroyed by a sea urchin. Ninja bomb! Oh, it's like a bomb on a string that pulls them in. It's interesting. I think she did have this in Smash 4, that ability, but... Oh, no, that's the, like, the upper kick. I thought she had, like, a do the splits attack. But he kind of got carried. And now Link McLinkington joins the battle. This is an in-joke from, back when I was a kid, there was a game review magazine called GBA World, and in one of their, like, interviews / panels, they made a joke that Link's full name was Link McLinkington. So now I call him that. So that's, I think, this entire area cleared out. So with that, we kind of got distracted from what we were supposed to do this episode again, but we've now cleared out the entire racetrack and pretty much the entire bottom half of the map, actually. Which is cool. I kind of want to use Lucario a little bit more. Oh, there's still a fighter there, but unfortunately it seems like I need to get to them through a cave. But yes, next time we will finally start in the river area. By fighting against Cupid. And preventing anyone from being able to fall in love ever again. See you next time.